This is how you check for diastasis recti. Download my self-check PDF file. Go ahead and download a couple of copies into a folder onto your computer or print out a few. Like this, you can really track your progress and see how you're feeling around your tummy every month or 6 weeks. The first question we're going to look at is your mood. I just want you to have a look at your tummy. Let me know how you're feeling about it. I've marked a couple of feelings down for you already. Are you feeling confident, supported, unhappy? Feel like you're making progress? But you can also jot down a few feelings that you're having deep inside yourself as well. It's really important to do this because I really believe that at the end of this program, you're going to be feeling a lot better about your tummy. Why? Because you hold a lot of energy in your pelvic floor and deep core. And once we start to strengthen that, you're going to see a domino effect around other areas of your body. And your tummy is going to be central to that. So we're going to be answering now 4 questions around 3 different areas of the body. There are 3 areas of the belly that I want us to look at. Find your linea alba, so your midline of the belly. Area number 1 is going to be the lower part of your belly. So 4 centimeters below the navel. Roughly about here. You don't need to go down to your pubic bone, but just about this area is great. Area number 2 is right at the belly button. So this area surrounding the belly button here. And area number 3 is going to be 4 centimeters above the belly button. So roughly about here, right where your linea alba is. So let's go ahead and go safely down onto our backs. So using the elbow technique, rolling back. You want your knees nice and bent. Pull your trousers or skirt down so that you can have a real good view of your belly. So let's go ahead and just bring our head and shoulders slightly off the ground or the mat and look at your belly. Going to area number 1, 4 centimeters below the belly, just have a little feel around, just touch with your fingers, have a look with your eyes. How is that feeling? 1 being super squishy and really not supportive, and 5 being quite taut or compact. Go ahead and check area number 2 around the navel. The same question here, scale 1 to 5. Note it down. And area 3, just 4 centimeters above the navel. Is that feeling medium squish or extremely squishy, unsupportive? And release. Question number 2. Let's go ahead and check how many fingers wide our tummy gap is, if you have one at all. Bringing your head and shoulders off the mat, taking your fingers, start with 1 finger on that linea alba on area 1, so below the belly. Press gently down. What's going to happen is the muscle belly is going to wrap around your finger. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about when it happens. Feel what that feels like. Can you insert a second finger? So then go ahead and take 2 and press gently down. Nothing aggressive here, guys. We're just having a quick check. See how many fingers you can insert. 1, 2, 3 or more. Do the same for area 2 and 3. Question number 3, the tension. Now this is really important to your growth because we not only want to close the tummy gap, but we really want to feel how much tension we can create there. So that's really based on our scale. 1 being very squishy, 3 being medium, 5 being taut or compact, like a really springy trampoline. So same again. Pressing down on that midline, feel below, middle, and above. What does that feel like? I really want you to feel how much tension is there currently. And release. So in our last question, I really want us to connect our breath and pelvic floor and see what that tension is like in areas 1, 2, and 3. So go ahead and inhale, let that belly come out. Lift that pelvic floor gently, connect your breath and pelvic floor, lift the head and shoulders, and feel that tension. What you want to be feeling here is as you connect your pelvic floor and breath and you create a little bit more extra support in your belly, you want to make sure that that tension is feeling stronger, because that's going to mean that your ability to create tension there is working. And we want to see that improve over time. And release. So now you know how to check for your diastasis recti. If you have 2.5 fingers wide of a gap or less, or even none, and you feel confident enough to go ahead and do the movement sessions, then you can go and do that right now. If you have a wider than 2.5 finger gap, I would strongly recommend you go and check in with your OBGYN or your women's health physiotherapist. They're going to be able to do a physical examination on you, and that will be able to put your mind at bay and give you some solid steps moving forward. A physical checkup really couples nicely with this program and the postpartum period. And if you have the option to see a women's health physiotherapist, I would always take that option up. It's really important that you don't stress about your tummy gap. Let's not obsess about it. That's why I said you don't want to be checking it every week, but only every month or every 6 weeks. If you have a small gap, you can, and it's way more beneficial for your healing, to be doing a soft exercise program. All the exercises in this program are Diastasis Recti safe. So healing takes time. So as long as you follow the program, make sure you keep checking in with your body. That gap is going to slowly close, but more importantly is the tension in your linea alba and your connective tissue is going to be more supportive and more stable. So if you have any real concerns about this, go ahead and reach out to us and we will do our best to support you in this process.